Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that could totally change the daily grind for developers, Grok Code Fast 1. This is a new AI tool that's aiming to kill one of the biggest frustrations out there, the waiting game. Yeah, it's built for one thing and one thing only, making AI coding feel, well, instant.
All right, let's just start with something every single developer knows all too well. You're in the zone, you're coding, and then everything just grinds to a halt. You're just sitting there, waiting for your AI coding assistant to catch up. That lag, that complete break in your flow, that's the exact problem with so many of the agentic tools we have today.
And hey, this isn't just some abstract issue. Nope. It's the very thing that drove the creators of this model, who, by the way, are developers themselves, to say enough is enough. They literally went back to the drawing board to build a solution from scratch.
So, first up, let's really break down this agentic coding problem and the absolute need for speed.
Okay, so now for section 2, let's look at the purpose-built solution they came up with. And here it is, Grok Code Fast 1. Now, this isn't just another tweak on an existing model. It's built on a totally new architecture. And get this, its pre-training data was handpicked to be just stuffed with programming content. You could almost say it's an AI that learned to speak code as its first language.
So what does that actually mean for you in practice? It means this thing feels like it's just a natural part of your IDE. It already knows how to use essential tools like grep or get around in the terminal. That means it can jump in and start solving problems right away. You don't have to hold its hand.
All right, section 3. Let's talk about its 3 core strengths. It's fast, versatile, and economical.
Okay, first up, speed. It is blazing fast. It uses some really clever tricks like innovative inference and prompt caching, which basically means it remembers and reuses common requests. The result? It's so responsive that the model can call like dozens of tools before you've even finished reading its first line of thought. It's wild.
And this number right here? It really shows you just how efficient this caching thing is. With their launch partners, they're seeing a prompt cache hit rate of over 90%. Think about that. That means 9 out of 10 times the model doesn't have to start from square one on a common problem. That is a huge saving in both your time and, computing costs.
And it's not a one-trick pony, not at all. This model is super versatile across the whole stack. It's really good with a ton of the most popular and powerful languages that developers are using right now.
And the third pillar here is affordability. The pricing is already pretty aggressive, but check out that last number. Cached inputs are 10 times cheaper. This is a game changer because it actually rewards you for working iteratively, and it makes it cheap enough to be a tool you can use all day, every day.
All right, time for section 4. Let's put this performance to the test and look at the benchmarks and what lies beyond them.
Okay, so on the SWE Bench Verified Benchmark, which is a really tough test, by the way, it's all about solving actual GitHub issues from the real world. Grok Code Fast 1 scored a 70.8%. That's a really impressive score that puts it right up there with the best of the best coding agents out there today.
But the creators are really clear about this. Benchmarks aren't the whole story. The real test is how it actually feels to use day to day. And that's why they're leaning so heavily on constant feedback from experienced developers to really guide the training and nail that user experience.
This chart, it just nails the whole value proposition. Just look at it. Up top, you've got tokens per second. That's raw speed. And you can see Grok Code Fast 1 is way up there. Then on the bottom, you have price. It's all the way to the left, which is cheap. So you've got this sweet spot in the top left corner, super fast and low cost. That's a combo that's pretty hard to argue with.
Okay, last section. Let's talk about how you can get started with this thing and what's coming next. So how do you get your hands on it? Well, to get this out to as many developers as possible, they've partnered with a really impressive list of companies. And for a limited time, you can actually try Grok Code Fast 1 for free through these platforms. We're talking big names here, like GitHub Copilot and Cursor.
And the early buzz is definitely strong. I mean, check out this quote from GitHub's Chief Product Officer. It really drives home the immediate impact this model is having and basically confirms that it delivers on its promise of both speed and quality. Here's a fun little fact for you. A bit of inside baseball. Before this thing was even officially announced, it was already live. It was released in stealth mode under the codename Sonic. Pretty cool, right? This let the team get a head start on monitoring feedback and pushing out updates even before the big launch.
That just screams commitment to iterating quickly. And look, this is just the beginning. The team is talking about shipping updates in days, not weeks. There's already a new, even more powerful version in training, and that's going to bring some major new features down the line. We're talking multimodal inputs, calling multiple tools at once, and a much bigger context window. Yeah, this thing is just getting started.
So all of this leaves us with one big final thought. The main things holding us back from using powerful AI coding agents have always been speed and cost. As those barriers just get completely torn down, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. The question really isn't if you can build that next big thing anymore, it's just, what are you going to build next?